like it could be even putting in a higher low here, though. Crazy as that sounds. Still in balance. Let's drop ourselves a little.
I have a composite low volume node on the 1 minute chart right there at 868 to 873. Back tested that. We're going to keep going down.
I don't know the specific day yet, Juan, but looking at the calendar, I can give you a tentative. It's probably going to be the 14th or the 15th of May.
Sorry to hear that, K Gantz, but that's probably the best suggestion. At least step away.
Yep,
You don't need to,
I'm sitting here.
Need to stop, but you can switch to demo.
Yeah, you can keep practicing your DOM scalping, using the DOM, execution, order flow reading, all that stuff can be practiced. You don't always have live trading is game time, guys. What are you doing outside of game time to get better? Where's your practice come in? Because otherwise you're just doing the equivalent of pickup basketball. I'm going to go out and play a game with my friends. I don't really drill basketball. It's not that serious.
Ooh.
Delta's back to highs.
Yep.
Still a bearish divergence here. Well, if you can't follow rules in sim, what makes you think that you can follow rules in live? It's not easier to follow rules in live, so think about that. That's sounds to be a little bit like a cognitive bias you might have. That's telling you a little bit of lies. Can't follow rules in sim, guys. Doesn't bode well for your live trading with real money on the line. No offense, but it's true. If somebody hasn't told you that, I'm here to tell you that.
And I think The other thing that might show is that the unnecessary pressure that you put yourself into when you're in a combine or a funded account can definitely have negative impacts on your ability to flow with the markets, and they hold you back.
Chasing outcomes, not process.
Right.
Chasing outcomes. Chasing payouts, withdrawals, passing accounts. Not focused on actually trading a repeatable process or framework, just trying to get this one thing, which is not repeatable, unfortunately. And many people find that out the hard way. That's why they can get one payout, but they can't seem to get another. Yeah, we've been in balance. Look at the RTH. All right, this is a good indicator of what we've been doing. Zip. Just sideways.
Neither have been able to really break out of the weekly upper band, NQ or ES.
Just being patient. I'm up $124. Why don't we do a little trader check-in? It's been 30 minutes. This is me. $124. I'm at the high water mark here. At my worst, I was down $100. Not straight up like I like.
Bob, you got 165 G's in there? That's good.
Whoa. Bob. Baller. I'd rather make $124 than lose $500. So I'm going to wait for good setups and conditions. Oh, Tony nailed it. Good job, Tony.
Fantastic.
All right, Julio. Julio and I talked about his trading last night, one-on-one. New member at the Inner Circle. Talked a little bit about sizing, risk.
Okay.
I'll be right back.
Yep.
I feel like if I step away, it's going to drop down to that VWAP.
Could. It could.
I feel it's coming. All the late longs are in now.
US issues new Iran-related sanctions according to the US Treasury Department website.
New Iran-related sanctions. How many more sanctions can we put on Iran? Like, at one point, are they sanctioned to the max? I don't even understand. New sanctions, new sanctions, new sanctions. Interesting point, 8-bit. I would say Globex is stronger at this point. We're chopping around the RTH, so that's not strong. It's like a magnet. We're rotating around it. You're not going to want to trade off of it. So if you're looking for a level to trade off of, it's going to be the Globex VWAP. They can't sanction me. Famous last words.
Composite index closing 23,000 for the first time.
Slow, huh?
It's coiling up for something.
Yeah.
ES has shown signs of just down. I mean, it's lower highs, lower highs, lower highs. Until it's not. When is that coming?
I mean, all signs point to going to that Globex VWAP, JP. So I would be patient. So some of you might ask, well, why not just short it now if that's where you think you're going? I can't short into the value area low because we've been proven that we've been staying in it. We can rotate all the way back up to 927 and rotate down again before that happens. So I'd rather not take 50 points of heat to get a 20-point short. It's a terrible trade location to go short.
We're right on this high volume node. And every time it gets to the bottom of this distribution, it gets bought up.
Yep. Doesn't mean it's not going to go down eventually.
Right.
But it's not a great trade location to go short. $8.16 is my first entry. And I'll add all the way down to, I don't know, 785. Start with small size, build a little bit of a position in this red area, and see if we can get a bounce out of there. That's the plan.
Yes, at the bottom of its distribution, got a composite low volume node. It's pushing through on the 5-minute. You have a composite low volume node right there at 800. Yep.
I do.
Yep. Solid orange on the 5-minute as well.
The delta is not weak.
Mm-mm.
So what do we do?
I mean, a full gap close, for the cash market would be what, 790, right? To get to the high of yesterday, the IB high was 790 and a quarter for RTH.
I'll be right back.
ES point of control just moved down here to 7,000. NQ is still up at 25,907 on the session. Let me put my RTH anchored volume profile in place. I'm being very patient today. Yes, back up to RTH VWAP.
Better patient than
Not
red.
Yep.
This is not great conditions, guys. If you want edge, this is not it.
Mm-mm. I mean, later in the day yesterday, I had 2 100-point trades.
Wow.
So starting off in this without an edge, no thanks.
These 2-minute candles. $28 points. We got 160 people in the room right now. I went over this real quick while we're kind of waiting for price to do things. I was on an absolute heater yesterday, guys. I did $6,000 in cash profits in my account here. Silver. This was last night, 1,500, 847, 1,000, 2,000, going back to yesterday morning. So $5,500 in cash on silver. I did about another 500 on M&Q for a $6,000 day yesterday. One of my better days in a while. So and that's just yesterday. I'm up well over 5 figures on the month.
Tick strike is quiet. Hanging out at point of control.
That's the entire Globex session. So 6 p.m. yesterday for this volume profile.
Right as I say that, tick strike starts making some buying signals or sounds, I should say, not signals.
Wendy says Chuck's my good luck charm. Chuck wasn't with me when I was trading silver. I was all by my lonesome on that
I
one.
have nothing to do with that.
He was with me when I was trading MNQ though. Not to try to take anything away from Chuck. I loved having Chuck here.
Yeah. No, VTrader, tick strike is completely separate from charting application. You can go to financialjuice.com and you can test it out on for free. You want to have a PC desktop browser that you can go to. You can listen to the S&P 500 tick strike for free, and it is not delayed.
Boeing shares hit 2-year high, last up 2.4%. Early news is that Boeing shares gain after Fed staying price target and growth rates.
Man, this is something else, huh?
It is. It's almost. Can you imagine how big or how small the IB is going to be if it stays around here for another 15 minutes? Wild. Wild to me. We'd have what? 52. Well, it's 110 points, I guess. Maybe I just too zoomed out. Just looks like it's really small. $17 on ES.
I mean, the delta is going up. We have an ascending triangle on the delta. So either they're going to buy through this big seller that's keeping us down here, or the big seller is going to hold us until these buyers lose their oomph, but the buyers don't look like they're losing their oomph. So my guess is we're going to break this seller. We'll see.
Well, the buyers from London Open are holding it up relatively above the 850 mark, and the sellers from 928 are keeping it below 911. So we've got that squeeze.
Thought we'd at least get to this VWAP, but we're now creating higher lows on these 2-minute candles. So we'll either break this LVN here at 890, then we'll go back up to 920. We don't full port here. Be sharp. Wrong room. I believe that room you're looking for is the bro trading room.
Oh, that was funny on YouTube yesterday. You can get out of here with that nonsense. We don't talk like that round these parts.
My 14-year-old son does.
Yeah. Speak, bro.
He thinks he's cool. He talks like that. But yeah, at 14, he gets a hall pass.
Yeah. Okay. ES just went up to value area high, RTH upper band,
I'll be right back.
and that anchored VWAP from the high of the day, all right together. So sellers are defending that spot, 7,005 and 3/4 on ES. NQ's hanging out here. Just rejected R1 in that low volume node on the session. RTH, but it's just been this distribution on the RTH volume profile. 906 is our value area high, 858 is value area low. Still some sizable moves. But it's just so choppy. Not my favorite price action. Set up for full port. That's something that you're really going to define for yourself when it comes to a standpoint of which setups do you can you see, can you feel, can you read the market really well, and that you can hit with a high consistency of performance. That's building out your own VWAP Wave personal playbook. Which setups do you naturally trade the best? Are you most comfortable with? Those are the ones you want to lean into when you see them setting up. Logger, you're talking about the back test of the monthly. Yep. Technically. It's in such a balance range here, though.
What did I miss?
Trades right in around here at point of control. We did just back test the monthly upper band. Right there. I mean, it's overlaid by the R1 is all together there. Okay.
Sorry,
Yes, it's pushing a lot of
RTH,
the-
RDV holders. But if you have an RTV
ES
by
is
that upper
trying
band,
to
that's not
break
so
out of
bad.
value area high. Julie, the answer is yes. Both. Good, Tony. Junk, if you look at it, right now it lines up with the session value area low. So you want to look at what else, what's the rest of the market context? How is the chart setting up in and around each of the VWAP wave levels? If you think about it, on the session VWAP right now, we're right in the middle between the upper band and VWAP. So if we come down to session VWAP, it's sitting right there at session value area low at 819.50. So that would be a fade value area extreme on the volume profile and a VWAP scalp. I don't know if we're going to get there. ES is back up to value area high at the upper band, testing the session highs, and Q is more divergent. And ES is at weekly upper band. We had what? Strong earnings from TMC. I mean, there's been a good bit of solid news for the market.
Rejected. I still haven't taken a trade. I don't trust any of this. And the fades aren't that great either, because it's kind of not a clear at the bottom it is, but this could be the sell down now. I'm ready. Back to point and control. Nope. Logger, I don't blame you. I'm not taking any of these trades yet. I don't like this. I don't like the value area either because it's really messy. The bottom's been clean. That was a bull trap up here.
Mm-hmm.
Bull trap. Who got bull trapped? Anybody? Oh, Marcus got bull trapped. So we're technically
Yes, back
still
to
in
point and
value
control.
up there. This is trash, guys. This is, if you're getting some good trades off, good for you, but this is, this is not ideal. This is kind of trash. Better waiting for better opportunities than trying to force stuff in this. Because you have a low volume here in the middle. We can easily go up here. We can go down here. If you're shorting here, you don't know that we're going to 940. That's another 30 points away. It's just not good trade locations. Not a fan.
ES was a cleaner setup.
Yes, it was, wasn't it? Delta's still grinding up. They really want to destroy the seller down here.
The market gods are speaking to you, Josh.
Do we continue to hold here? Comes.
Is this the time it breaks?
One minute gonna have to give you a guess later. Wonderland is represents new security strategy by Jim. As Wonderland speak in Cyprus. Greenland PM rate rates Ireland doesn't want to be owned by the US. So Greenland Premier Nelson speaking to President Copenhagen. Seconds.
And we have an IB.
And a very small IB it is.
That's wild.
Well, I guess it's a little less than average. It's about 90 points, but average IB is about 150 points.
Again, natural gas storage draw 71 of expected draw from 91 BTU.
Oh boy. Oh man, Bill is taking a page out of Dave's book now. We got Bill and Dave with the one-liners.
Yep.
It could go up, Daniel. At this point, this could be a serious accumulation down here because it's not going down either. There's been a lot of buying. Nothing crazy, but steady buying down here.
Treasury Secretary Bessent says sanctions aim is that
It does. It suggests lower volatility. JJAA, Jaja, Yaya, whatever. How I'm supposed to say that. Small IB means smaller range to deal with. Smaller rotations, less volatility. Says a lot.
All right, Donald.
Thanks, Donald. I'm up a whopping $170.
I haven't taken a single trade yet.
All right, that's progress. I like that. I like that for you.
It sure beats taking a trade at 9:30 and 19 seconds and being wrong, or going long when it goes short. I guess that's the. Sure beats that. Baron, that's a good one. The market is buffering. And that's funny knowing that that there's a lot of IT professionals, that are here in the group. So seeing that GIF is fun. And what does that mean, B sharp? This could be. ES is making its move. ES is up at upper band, just below IB high and value area high on the session volume profile.
Do we get another bull trap? Or is this the one?
Well,
Squeeze it.
For ES is a fade.
Squeeze out the shorts.
Tick strike woke up. We are
Sure did.
just above IB high now. This is the Madonna. Tick strike is lighting up.
Like a Christmas tree.
Is that the
Goes.
capitulation to go lower, or
After that consolidation, I'm not going to be in a hurry to short the breakout here. I don't know. IB high. I don't know. You guys think? What are we thinking here? Do we try the short?
it wicked?
Did. I'm going to take a little stab at the short again. Here we go.
Says the US will be short target Iran pressure.
I got 10 points out of it. Good, Marcus. See, learning. It could still go, but see what happens up at the IB. ES is getting its Madonna right here, isn't it? No, already happened, didn't it? That's the overnight high right here.
Oh, we're in the second minute of having hit the IB. But it seems like there is a lot of upward pressure. Will the sellers push it down? There it goes.
Now we got a divergence on the lower high on the delta there. Okay, I'll be right back.
Nope. They are taking us up and out of here.
On the land, the agreement count on the EU.
Yes, said it's time. It's time to go. We're trying. Ooh.
We have Chris Drysdale's speech on page 323. Get a relation to Iran.
There it goes. That was it.
The line also has with discussing investments with Greenland government.
So you're at 2.5 points so far from right at IB high on ES.
The line says that we can continue work on security for the US.
And Q came back and back tested the RTH VWAP there.
Well, the short worked out nice, didn't it?
Yeah, it's pretty decent. You had about 2.5, 3.5 points on ES.
Wow. Well, I'm up $218.
There you go.
Okay, $50. Hamburgers on Donald. Do we hold here?
I think so.
More upside. The Delta's not joining the party. Lots of tomfoolery going on. Hard to read, to be honest.
Very
And
much
generally,
so.
this is where I get myself into trouble, trying to force trades without that aren't very clear. Down it goes. Exactly what I'm saying. Where that would normally feel like a continuation off that low volume node. It's now just dropping right through with a weak delta. Trash.
Yeah, I almost did the same thing.
We have group coaching today, guys. Group coaching at 12:30. I'm going to be going over execution methods, layering in and out of trades, and a little bit of risk management. So come join me in the premium classroom for group coaching at 12:30 today, New York time. I don't think I like the VWAP Bounce as much anymore. But there has been no breakouts, Daniel. That's why you're. What is VWAP Wave principle number 1, Daniel? Who can tell me what VWAP Wave principle number 1 is? No, that's not VWAP Wave principle number 1. The market will keep doing what it's doing. We do not anticipate or predict shifts in context. We trade what the market's doing currently. Right. JP got it. Lager got it. Everybody else fails. You get an F. Oh, wait. Is that? Yeah. No, actually, I think Marcus is right. I don't even know my own principles in order. Principle number 2. I meant principle number 2.
That second attempt at the Madonna for ES.
F for
worked out very
Drysdale.
well. So that's the Madonna for NQ. It's barreling right through. ES is now at VWAP.
I'm looking for the excess price here.
Yep. I mean, that ES VWAP bounce is kind of backing things up for me. So I'm long.
So am I.
Hey, Corey.
All right. It worked. How much of a bounce do we get? The delta doesn't look sexy for a big bounce, but I guess it's possible. There it goes, back in IB. Beautiful. Delta still doesn't look great, but let's see if they can reclaim all those. That was probably just a giant stop run.
Yeah, let's go for new highs on the day. How about that?
I think the market might not agree with you. I'm waiting for the next long now down here. 800-ish. I don't think you did, Russ. I don't think you gave up on it too early. We got the little bounce, and now it's going lower. Let's see if it continues. It did sweep the low of that candle. The delta is still weak. Not a whole lot of buying going on down here. Here goes.
There it goes.
Beautiful.
Thanks, Marcus.
See if it holds at IB low here. It's got to get back into the IB. Oh, rejected at IB. Down it goes. Wah, 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 wah. Got crushed. Sellers do not want this to go up.
They're trying.
So we got this LVN at 800. Weekly VWAP at 88. Morning, Andy. Okay, let's see what happens here. This is value area low. It's also value area low from a couple days ago.
ES is battling with IB low and VWAP and value area low, all right within a few ticks of each other. Looks like buyers are losing.
I would agree with that sentiment.
Oh. Can you break back in? Can you break back in? Money, yes. What do you got? Can buyers break back above VWAP for NQ?
I'm gonna wait to see for it to get a little sorted. It's I'm up 323 now. It's a scalpacitos. Sellers are still absorbing this buying on the delta.
Yeah.
Sellers absorbing, all buying. I don't know. Looks like a bull trap. Still. Look, it's going to reverse and then down. The anemic bounce style bull trap. We'll see.
There it goes.
Here.
Pop.
Yeah, but it keeps getting sold into.
I know.
We need to see continuation, not just. Those are bull trap wicks. All the way back down again.
Still saying there's a chance. Let's see.
There's always a chance. Price only goes up and goes down.
Yeah, that's right. I'm looking at the looking at the RSI, the VWAP RSI indicator. It's in a decent fade spot. It's lining up with IB low, value area low, and VWAP. And we'll see.
All right, we got another half hour here to see what we get. I'm sitting here. Why don't we do? We're approaching the 11 a.m. hour here. Why don't we do a trader check-in? I'm sitting here at 3:30. 3:30 in profits in my cash account. Chipping away. Very little wins. When we talk about my stats, guys, 70 to 75%, right? I'm at 72 with about a 1-to-1 risk to reward ratio, slightly negative. That's almost where that's my stats. It's usually where I land.
It's a flash in the pan wick. What do we got going on? Injection of who said what? Who said what?
Bulls are trying here. I'll give them that. That was a big wick.
He says that this is very unfair for tech companies out the US.
Good job, Roadrunner.
It also says that in 2024, you find US tech companies 3.8 billion euros meanwhile tech companies.
Come on, get past it. Get past that monthly upper band.
That's good, Ali. I like that for you.
Yeah, Trump researcher says EU is very.
Ali, you get that new top one account? I think they sent it over already.
Congrats, brother. Good job. Like to see NQ get back into the initial bounce. Whoa! Look at that! Here we go.
Anthony, I thought you had me beat.
Still in it.
What happened?
Big shoot up. Big shoot up. Come on, let's keep going. It's one of those fountain candles.
Pablo, what is the volume profile telling you? That's where we look at a volume profile as well. It's not just the VWAP and the bands. We have a volume profile to give us further insight of where value is building. Sub VWAP trap. But we did go down to this LVN, in all fairness. This was a key level in pre-market too, down here at 800. Sounds like your stop might have been really tight. We didn't really blow through it that much. We only went down through it like by 10 points, and then we bounced another 20. Oh, yeah, if you're oversizing, that'll do it. That'll take anybody out.
All right. All right. I'm happy. I'm happy. Long 3 MES.
Doesn't always play out to the tick,
69.97.
Anthony. There you go. Chuck, you still holding this thing?
Yep. I'm long from 69.97. I'm up 10 points right now.
Oh, I thought you had it down here.
I did, but I scratched that one. I put it to break even when it was up about, I was 3 MNQ long, and I scratched it. It came back right at next candle.
So now it's starting to look like a failed breakdown.
US will sell $898 for 3 month bills in January 20, 7th of January 22nd, $77 billion in 6 month bills January 20th, 7th, 22nd, $50 billion in 2 bills, same date. US will sell $21 billion in 10-year ticks January 22nd to settle January 30th.
Hey, Sam.
US is to sell $13 billion for the year 20-year bonds January 21st to settle February 2nd.
Hey, where are we? That's the other account. Okay. Just keep going. We can go into discovery for the rest of the day. How about that?
That sounds like violating principle number 2.
Well, we've broken both sides of the IB, and that doesn't happen very often. However, it's what we talked about up front, is that it's a pretty narrow IB. This doesn't surprise me one bit.
Yeah.
What?
This is still a lower high.
I'm just looking into my Top Step dashboard. That doesn't make sense. Where is it telling me how many days that I have completed towards, right? How many qualifying profit days? That's what I'm looking for.
OpenAI seeks US suppliers for planned robotics and AI device push. Further detail into this, then OpenAI is looking to bolster its US hardware supply chain. The 5 partners brought push to consumer devices, robotics, and cloud-based systems, part of a major product expansion plan for the coming years.
There it is. You have to go into the My Accounts detail.
Proposals from businesses that manufacture in the US and offer components such as silicon, motors, packaging material, and gear, cooling data centers.
Okay, 3 of 5.
The request doesn't indicate how much OpenAI intends to spend or over what time frame.
All right, we got. And come on. You can see that price action. Looks strong. Let me do this. Let me put a. Trailing my stop.
Including Repsol and Moral and Plum.
Of course. Absolutely one.
And being at value area high was also a consideration in a balance scenario. But what do I know?
You know a lot, sir. Don't sell yourself short.
Could keep going. I mean, it is coming out of a failed breakdown. That's a very bullish condition. So
it does this consolidation thingy up here at IB high.
I mean, the fact that we went up to this level once, twice, thrice, 4, 5 times.
Hmm? We're up above the weekly band. We're sitting on top of it here. Above the RTH value area high, we could back test that at 7,007.
Yeah, but value area high on the profile is 925. And on the RTH, it's 915. And that's exactly where we went to.
Yep.
And breaking both sides of an IB is generally a rare occurrence. Could happen on ES. We'll see. But this is a balanced market, and we tend to keep rotating in balance until we accept outside of it in auction market theory. So it's just not the condition for runners or price discovery continuation trades. Maybe that was a back test of that LVN
IB
on the
mid.
RTH. And we are coming out of a VWAP bounce. Took out the high, almost took out the highs on EH. Yes. This is one hell of a value area we built here over the last week.
Mm-hmm.
Right here. Look at the IB high on gold. Back tested twice nicely.
Delta's kind of plateaued on NQ, and it's pretty flat on ES. All right, see you, Roadrunner. Congrats on the passing the combine. Mm. Buyers are defending.
Gold's running. And it
Yeah,
looks like
this-
NQ wants to go back to the point of control. In a balanced market, imagine that. Nothing but balance since the open. Weird. Delta's going sideways though.
Yep.
Big move for very little selling.
What'd the Russell do today?
Russell's going straight up. So if you wanted to long something, it should have been the Russell, not NQ. Look at that chart.
Woo.
Be right back. That's if you want, you should be looking at markets to long that are looking like charts like this.
Yeah, right.
If you want to long everything,
That VWAP bounce right after the open.
never look back.
Never looked back. Just PDC. Hanging around, hanging around. This bull flagging. We tested that LBN. Still draining. It's still bleeding out, isn't it? I mean, I'm still trailing my stop quite a ways. We're above the RTH upper band on ES.
That bit hold close to $266.1 million.
Tick strike with the sellers. Still well in the green. Ugh. But I did get that sell signal from the oscillator on the 5-minute.
It's the new point of control here.
Yeah, it is. You got 905.
Yep.
It keeps flickering back and forth. Back to IB high, value area high, and upper band. The setup is short.
Delta's just going straight up. But NQ price is not joining the party. That is absorption. But eventually, maybe these passive sellers can be overwhelmed.
There it goes. Coming up on new high a day in the S.
All the mega caps are up today, except for Google, which hit an all-time high yesterday. We're all up quite a bit.
Well, they conveniently dropped that OpenAI news at the end of the day yesterday. New high a day. And Q's at the top of this distribution. Can it push all the way up to the upper band, maybe? Need another 4,100 contracts to get dropped on the ES. Nope. Bruce, I'm watching it on Tradeabate. The one that says cumulative volume delta. That's the one. I don't know that there's other ones to look at. It's the one in the indicators, volume based, cumulative delta. Part of Tradeabate. Not a community indicator.
What are we thinking? Grind up from here?
Yeah.
Sure feels like
That's
it.
what I have in mind.
Tick Strike says grindy. I'm going to shut down here. I'm going to do, the thing I love to do.
Pay yourself.
I'm going to pay myself.
Get paid today, Chris.
I'm going to pay myself. Today I made nothing crazy, but I made $404.30. Cha-ching. Thank you very much for doing business.
There you go. There you go. Still
There you go,
holding
little
on.
guy.
Hmm.
Ooh, look at that fancy bag. All right, guys, I'm going to wrap up here. Group coaching at 12:30. Hope to see you guys there. A little over an hour. We're going to be going over entry models, execution, and some risk management. So please join me. If you can't make it, it will be recorded and posted in the recordings. But nothing is as good as being there live. So hopefully you guys can join us. Tonight we have the Asia stream at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So come join us for that. We'll be looking at gold, silver, see if the equities do anything after the Globex Open, before Asia opens. So we'll take a look at that. And we'll route out the week tomorrow, Friday. We got the morning stream, 9:30 a.m. And Mustafa has orientation and foundations on Saturday at 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for anybody who can't make the during the day classes during the week. So have a wonderful day, guys. If you're going to keep trading, I encourage you to head on over to the premium voice channel rooms. That's a great place to continue trading. You can share your screens, share your mics, collaborate with each other, monitor the market. Even if you're done, you can hop into a simulator or just watch and practice on your DOM skills, whatever it may be. So that's a great place to go. So that's all I got. Thanks for joining me today, Chuck. Everybody have a wonderful day. Manage your risk and stay sharp.
You're welcome. See you guys.
Thanks, Chuck.